and welcome to Camp Kyriakis. My name is Elanor, and I'm here to welcome you to a very special session of Fun Craft Friday. Today we are going to do some painting. This is going to be very simple. All I have in front of me is some basic acrylic paint. You can use any form of paint you want, although the effects will be different with each. The effects will be different with each paint. But in front of me I have a piece of canvas. I have painted this blue very quickly. You can use paper, you can use canvas, anything you have at home. And I hope you will join me and paint with me. So today I have decided that we're going to do a very simple cloud scene. Clouds are very nice, and they're a great way to add little joy and cheeriness to your painting. So I'm going to start. I've got some blue here, and I'm just going to throw in my blue. I've thrown in some blue. I'd like to add some white to it. I have just very basic colors here, and the best part about that is I've got my whole palette here, and I can just mix colors, and I can make my blue a little bit lighter. There, that's a nice light color. So the thing about acrylic is you don't want too much, so I like to put a little bit of water and mix it in, because then it will go further. And since I've already got the blue as my baseline, my base color, there won't be a whole lot of canvas showing. So, and I'm just going to chuck the paint on there. There is no ceremony to this. I just want to paint for the joy of painting, because I love painting. And all I'm doing is, because I've got a base coat, all I'm doing is I'm smoothing out the color. So I did let the other color dry, so if you would like to let that dry beforehand. Alright, so I have just gone and applied another layer of paint to my canvas, and it just has a bit more color to it, and I have not evenly distributed any of the paint. I want it to have some variation in the color of blue. So I've got a little dark streak here, and I've got some lighter stuff. So I am going to just wash my brush here, because even though I'm using just blue and white, I would like to always wash my brush, because I want to keep my brush nice and clean. If you don't clean your brush properly, it's not great for the brush to have paint left over in it. So you always want to wash it out very carefully, or very thoroughly. So I'm going to take a massive clump of white here, but I still don't want to use a lot, because a little bit will always go a long way. So again, I'm just kind of mixing this white in with the blue, and I'm making a very light color. And, I don't know, I'm just going to start somewhere in the middle. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to make little kind of roundish strokes. And I start at the top, and that one is the thickest and the whitest, and as I go down, the blue will mix in more. And I'm going to go down on the other side. And the bottom of clouds, we always see them as kind of flat, so I'll just I make tiny little strokes like this, because we like big fluffy clouds. Big fluffy clouds are great. And again, it kind of blends in with the paint that's already on the board, although acrylic does dry very quickly. Oil paint would stay wet for a long time. And yeah, I'm just applying layers of paint, and that's going to be where I'm leaving it for now. Very, very simple. Now I'm going to dip my paintbrush in the white again. I'm going to add another cloud. And this is going to be right There. And it's always good to make sound effects. Whoosh, whoosh. Maybe we'll stick one up here, but this time I am going to wash this brush out because we want to keep the brush in good condition. And I'm just going to dry it off. Just sit there. Okay, this brush has a frizzy top. I have variations of it. This is a makeup brush, I think. So if you don't have these kind of brushes at home, you can always use a spare makeup brush. Ask your parents. So yeah, I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to kind of dip it in the white like that, the white and the blue, and I'm going to take it to a dry, piece of the palette, and I'm just going to kind of dab it like this. And so now it's right up in the bristles there, and many of the bristles have paint on it now. And I'm going to make a little wisp. I'm going to start up here, and I'm just going to go for it. And this is a lot of fun. Let's get to. Oh, that's so much fun. I'm going to go into a bit more white there and do the same thing. Oh, there's more blue in that. And this is instantly giving little layers to my painting. Layers that I don't have to paint in individually. I'm just having fun with it. Alright, I've got a big wispy cloud in there. I might add another wispy cloud at the bottom, just to kind of even this out a little. And again, I'm just hitting. I'm gently hitting the canvas. It's a lot of fun. Okay, again, taking my other brush, which I just cleaned, I'm going to get a bit more white, and I'm going to separate it from the blue, because all of my clouds have a nice little blue streak to them at the moment, so I would like them to be white. But I'm not washing this brush, so there's still going to be blue coming out, but because of the thick bristles, it takes a very long time to dry. So, but wash your brushes. Okay, I think I'm done with this guy now. So he's going to have a good soak in here. I'm double checking to make sure I got all the paint out, because we don't want to leave paint in the brushes. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush now. This is not a very good brush, and it's been well loved, but a brush is a brush. And I'm just going to tap into this white and blue, and I'm going to kind of move across the bottom here just to give it a little bit more definition. Maybe get some darker blue in there. I'm just going to again move across the bottom. And we're not striving for perfection here, we're just having fun. Woo! Look at the dark blues coming in. Now we're going to take a really quick break because we need to let this dry. In the meantime, wash your brushes. And we're back. So all I'm going to do to finish up my painting is I'm just going to add some lighter colors so that the dark does not look quite like a very distinctive line. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lighter blue and white, and I'm just going to come along in the front here. Oh, look at that. It's a nice bright cloud. I'm going to do that to the bigger one here too. And I'm just kind of making little circular strokes so that my cloud has a bit of texture in the brush strokes. A little bit of clean white that's not got blue in it. I'll get to that in a minute. Alright, and again, I'm just putting white across the top so it's nice and bright at the top and in the front, because we want depth to our clouds, right? So the brighter it is, the further the further out front it is, and the more we can see it. Just little hints at it. And I love how this cloud is just kind of fading in. And that's exactly what clouds do. They're always there. And there you have it. Some basic clouds, some nice puffy ones, and some little wispy ones. I hope you enjoyed your day today, and I hope you had fun painting with me. And I'll see you next week on Fun Craft Friday. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord. Thanks be to God. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia.